Welcome, my friends. Have you ever felt that there are never enough hours in the day? That no matter how hard you work, your to-do list keeps growing and your goals stay just out of reach? What if I told you that the secret isn't working harder? It's mastering your time? Time is the one resource we can never earn back. Every second that passes is a second of your life, gone forever. But here's the truth. Those who learn to manage their time don't just get more done. They live more fully, achieve their dreams faster, and create a life that truly matters. In this audiobook, we're going to explore 18 life-changing principles that will help you stop wasting time, focus on what truly matters, and take control of every single day. By the end, you'll understand that time is not your enemy, it's your most powerful tool, and the moment you start mastering it, your life will never be the same. Time is life. Time is not just hours on a clock or days on a calendar. Time is your life itself. Every single second that passes is a part of your life moving away, never to return. When you spend an hour, you are not just spending time, you are spending your life energy. Think about it. Money lost can be earned again. Opportunities missed can sometimes come back. But once a moment is gone, it is gone forever. That is why wise people say, time is more valuable than gold. Gold can be stored, saved, and used later, but time can only be lived once. When we waste our time on distractions, meaningless scrolling, or things that don't add value to our lives, we are actually wasting a piece of our own life. Imagine yourself at the end of your life. Looking back, you will realize that life was nothing but a collection of days, hours, and moments. If you spend those moments with awareness, purpose, and joy, you create a life worth remembering. This is why mastering your time is equal to mastering your life. If you respect your time, you respect yourself. If you use your time wisely, you build a future that you can be proud of. Time is the raw material of your dreams, your goals, and your destiny. So always remember, when the clock is ticking, it's not just time that is passing. It is you who are passing through time. The question is, are you moving closer to the life you want, or are you letting life slip away? Clarity of purpose. Imagine waking up every morning without knowing why you are doing what you are doing. You go through the routine, eat, work, sleep, but deep inside, something feels empty. That emptiness comes when there is no clear purpose in life. Clarity of purpose is like a compass. Without it, you may keep moving, but you will never know if you are moving in the right direction. Life without purpose is like sailing a boat without a destination. The wind may push you here and there, but you will never reach anywhere meaningful. When you define your goals clearly, time suddenly becomes valuable. Every action, every decision, every hour starts to have meaning. You stop wasting time on things that do not matter because you know exactly what matters. A student who knows he wants to become a doctor studies with focus. An artist who dreams of painting something great spends time creating instead of scrolling aimlessly. Without purpose, days slip away unnoticed. You look back and wonder, where did my time go? But with purpose, even the smallest actions add up to something bigger. Purpose turns ordinary time into powerful progress. So ask yourself, what do I truly want? Once you are clear about that, managing your time becomes natural. Because when the why is strong, the how always finds its way. The value of priorities. Life constantly throws tasks, messages, and responsibilities at us. Some are urgent, some are important, and most of us get confused between the two. Urgency feels pressing. It demands our immediate attention, often creating stress. Importance, on the other hand, is about growth and long-term results, even if it doesn't scream for attention. Think about it. Replying to an unimportant email immediately may relieve momentary stress, but writing a book, learning a new skill, or building a meaningful relationship may be more important for your life. Yet, because these important tasks don't scream for attention, they often get postponed. This is how people get busy without ever making real progress. Prioritizing means making conscious choices about where your energy goes. It's about asking yourself, is this task bringing me closer to my goals, or am I just reacting to noise? When you focus on what truly matters, you create a sense of purpose and reduce unnecessary stress. Your day starts to feel productive, not just hectic. Remember, urgency creates tension, but importance creates growth. If you spend most of your life reacting to urgent but unimportant things, you may feel busy but not accomplished. When you focus on the important things first, every action moves you closer to your dreams, and that is how true mastery of time begins. Daily planning. Every day is full of opportunities, challenges, and choices, but without a plan, even the best days can slip away unnoticed. Daily planning is like giving your day a roadmap. It tells your mind where to go, what to focus on, and what can wait. Even just 10 minutes of planning in the morning can save hours of wasted time. Imagine starting your day without knowing what to do first. You spend the first hour deciding, should I check emails, do this task, or that task? That indecision costs energy and focus. But when you plan, you start with clarity. You know exactly what matters most, and you tackle it with purpose. Daily planning also reduces stress. When your tasks are clear, your mind doesn't have to remember everything. You can focus on doing rather than worrying. It's not about making a rigid schedule that suffocates you, but about creating a flexible guide that ensures your energy goes to what truly matters. Think of daily planning as investing in your own time. Every minute you spend planning multiplies your productivity. The day becomes less chaotic, more meaningful, and every small step moves you closer to your bigger goals. In short, a plan is not just a list, it's a tool to master your day, your time, and ultimately, your life. The 80-20 principle. Have you ever noticed that a small portion of your efforts often produces the biggest results? This is the essence of the 80-20 principle, also known as the Pareto principle. It states that roughly 20% of your actions lead to 80% of your outcomes. The rest, though it takes most of your time and energy, often contributes very little to your success. Understanding this principle is like having a secret shortcut in life. Imagine you are running a business. Maybe 20% of your clients generate 80% of your revenue. Or in your personal growth, perhaps 20% of your daily habits bring 80% of the improvement in your skills or health. The key is to identify these high-impact activities and focus on them relentlessly. Most people make the mistake of spreading themselves too thin, trying to do everything. They work hard, but achieve only a fraction of what they could. The 80-20 principle teaches us to work smart, not just hard. It's about asking yourself, which actions actually move the needle in my life? Once you identify those, you can prioritize them, cut out unnecessary distractions, and multiply your results. When you embrace this principle, your life changes. Tasks that once seemed overwhelming become manageable. You start achieving more in less time, with less stress. Every day becomes purposeful because you are spending your time on what truly matters, instead of reacting to everything equally. Remember, not all efforts are equal. Focus on the 20% that matters most, and the rest will take care of itself. This is how true mastery of time and life begins. Eliminate time wasters. Time is precious, and yet we often let it slip away through small, unnoticed distractions. Social media scrolling, endless gossip, unnecessary meetings, or simply staring at the screen without purpose. These are all time wasters. They may feel harmless in the moment, but in reality, they slowly drain your energy, your focus, and your life. Imagine this. You spend an hour on your phone scrolling through posts that don't add value. By the end of the day, you realize that hour could have been spent learning a new skill, working on a project, or even enjoying quality time with your loved ones. These small moments, repeated day after day, create a huge gap between where you are and where you want to be. Eliminating time wasters is not about becoming rigid or boring. It's about being conscious of how you spend your energy. Ask yourself, does this action bring me closer to my goals, or is it just killing time? If it doesn't serve a purpose, it's okay to cut it off. Set boundaries with distractions, schedule your social media time, and focus on activities that truly matter. When you remove the unnecessary noise, you suddenly find hours of time you didn't know you had. Your mind becomes clearer, your decisions sharper, and your productivity soars. Life becomes lighter and more meaningful because every moment is spent intentionally. Remember, every minute spent on distractions is a minute taken away from your dreams. Protect your time like you would protect your most valuable possession, because in truth, your time is your life. Discipline over motivation. Many people think that motivation is the key to success. They wait to feel inspired before starting a task or chasing a goal. But the truth is, motivation is temporary. It comes and goes like the weather. Some days you feel energetic and driven, other days you feel tired, distracted, or lazy. If you rely only on motivation, your progress will be unpredictable and inconsistent. Discipline, on the other hand, is constant. Discipline is the ability to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. It is built through habits and systems. When you develop disciplined routines, you don't have to wait for motivation to strike. Your actions become automatic, and results follow naturally. Think of an athlete training every day. They don't wait to feel motivated to practice. They follow a strict schedule, a system that ensures growth, whether they feel like it or not. Over time, those small, consistent actions compound into extraordinary achievements. The same applies to any area of life: work, learning, relationships, or health. Discipline gives you control over your time. Motivation is unpredictable. It may vanish just when you need it most. But discipline ensures that your work continues, even on difficult days. It is like building a strong foundation for your life. Motivation is the spark, but discipline is the engine that keeps you moving forward. Remember, motivation may start the journey, but discipline completes it. The people who achieve their dreams are not always the most talented or motivated. They are the ones who show up consistently, day after day, regardless of how they feel. Batching tasks. Have you ever noticed how much energy it takes to switch between different kinds of tasks? One moment you're answering emails, the next you're making phone calls, then writing a report, and suddenly your mind feels exhausted. This constant switching not only drains your energy but also wastes precious time. This is where the concept of batching tasks becomes a game changer. Batching tasks means grouping similar activities together and doing them in dedicated time blocks. For example, instead of checking emails randomly throughout the day, set a specific time to answer all of them at once. Instead of making calls here and there, schedule a single session for all your calls. When you batch tasks, your mind stays focused, your energy is preserved, and your work flows much more efficiently. This method works because our brains are more efficient when they focus on one type of activity at a time. Every time you switch between tasks, your brain loses a little bit of energy adjusting, like shifting gears in a car. Batching eliminates these unnecessary shifts so you can accomplish more without feeling tired or scattered. Batching also helps reduce stress. When you know that certain tasks have their own time, you stop worrying about forgetting them or doing them at the wrong moment. Life becomes organized, predictable, and calmer. You start gaining control over your day instead of letting your tasks control you. Remember, productivity is not about doing more things at once. It's about doing the right things efficiently. Batching tasks saves time, preserves energy, and makes every action count toward your goals. The power of focus. In today's world, distractions are everywhere. Phones buzz, emails arrive, notifications pop up, and suddenly our attention is pulled in 100 directions. Many people think multitasking makes them productive, but in reality, it does the opposite. When you try to do many things at once, nothing gets your full attention, and everything takes longer with lower quality. The real power lies in focus, putting your full attention on one task at a time. Single tasking allows you to dive deeply into what matters most, giving it your complete energy and creativity. One fully completed task is far more valuable than 10 half-done ones that leave you feeling overwhelmed and unaccomplished. Focus is not just about working hard, it's about working smart. When you concentrate on one thing, your brain enters a state of flow, where ideas come faster, solutions become clearer, and your work reaches a higher level of quality. Time feels faster, and yet you accomplish more. Building focus requires practice. Start by removing distractions. Put your phone aside, close unnecessary tabs, and dedicate uninterrupted blocks of time for your most important work. Each time you give your attention fully to a single task, you are training your mind to achieve more with less effort. Remember, focus is a superpower in a distracted world. Master it, and you will turn your time into meaningful achievements rather than scattered effort. One task done with full attention can move you further than 10 tasks done half-heartedly. Say no gracefully. One of the biggest challenges in mastering your time is learning to say no. Many of us have a hard time turning down requests, invitations, or tasks because we don't want to disappoint others or seem unhelpful. But every time you say yes to something that doesn't align with your goals, you are saying no to something that truly matters in your life. Saying no is not about being rude or selfish. It's about protecting your time and energy. Think of your day as a bank account. Every yes is a withdrawal of your most valuable resource, time. If you spend it on things that don't serve your purpose, you may have nothing left for what truly counts. Saying no gracefully allows you to spend your energy wisely, focusing on actions that move you closer to your dreams. Learning to say no also brings clarity and respect, both for yourself and from others. When you set boundaries, people understand that your time is valuable. You don't have to feel guilty. You can politely explain that your current priorities prevent you from taking on additional commitments. Most people will respect honesty and focus. Remember, saying no is a form of self-respect. It gives you space to say yes to opportunities that actually matter, to invest in your growth, relationships, and well-being. Protecting your time is not selfish, it's smart. Every graceful no is a step toward a more intentional, fulfilling, and productive life. Use deadlines. Deadlines are more than just dates on a calendar. They are powerful tools for focus and action. Without deadlines, tasks linger, ideas stall, and procrastination quietly takes over. But when you set a clear deadline, even a self-imposed one, something shifts inside you. Your mind suddenly has a target, your energy becomes directed, and your speed increases naturally. Think about it. When a project has no due date, it feels endless. You tell yourself, I'll do it tomorrow, or next week, or when I feel ready. Days pass and nothing gets completed. But when you decide, I will finish this by Friday, your brain organizes your time, eliminates distractions, and prioritizes the steps needed to meet that goal. Deadlines create urgency, but a healthy, productive urgency, not stress for the sake of stress. Using deadlines is also a way to fight procrastination. The human mind naturally resists starting difficult tasks, but a deadline gives you a concrete reason to begin. Even small, self-imposed deadlines for minor tasks can build momentum, creating a sense of accomplishment and motivation that carries you forward. Remember, deadlines are not chains, they are guides. They help you move from intention to action. Every task completed on time adds to your confidence, your efficiency, and your mastery over life. By learning to set and respect deadlines, you turn time into a friend, not an enemy, and transform procrastination into productive progress. Energy management. Time is one thing, but energy is what makes time valuable. You can have all the hours in the world, but if your body and mind are tired, stressed, or unhealthy, you won't accomplish much. That's why managing your energy is just as important as managing your time. Energy comes from simple but essential habits: sleep, exercise, and nutrition. Sleep recharges your mind, helping you think clearly and make better decisions. Exercise strengthens your body, improves focus, and releases stress. Healthy food fuels your brain and body, giving you the stamina to tackle your day with vigor. Neglecting any of these aspects can make even a short task feel exhausting. Managing energy also means managing your mental state. Constant stress, overthinking, or negative thoughts drain your energy faster than anything else. Taking breaks, practicing mindfulness, or doing activities that bring joy can restore your focus and creativity. Your energy determines the quality of your work, the speed of your progress, and the clarity of your decisions. Think of it this way. Time is like a car, but energy is the fuel. Without fuel, the car won't move no matter how long the engine is running. Protect your energy like your most valuable asset. When you have high energy, time becomes productive, work becomes enjoyable, and life feels abundant. Remember, managing time without managing energy is like trying to run a marathon on an empty tank. Take care of your energy first, and time will start working for you. Delegate and automate. One of the biggest mistakes people make in managing their time is trying to do everything themselves. We think, if I do it myself, it will be perfect. But the truth is, our time is limited, and not every task requires our personal attention. Some tasks are low value. They don't contribute significantly to our goals, yet they take up hours of our day. This is where delegation and automation become essential. Delegation means trusting others to handle tasks that don't need your unique skills. It could be as simple as hiring someone to manage administrative work, asking a team member to handle routine tasks, or outsourcing chores at home. By letting others handle these responsibilities, you free up your time for high-impact activities, tasks that actually move you closer to your dreams. Automation is another powerful tool. Today, technology allows us to automate repetitive work, email responses, social media posts, bill payments, and reminders. Once automated, these tasks no longer drain your energy or attention. Automation doesn't just save time, it ensures consistency and reduces mistakes, making your life smoother and more efficient. Think of it this way: your time and energy are finite, but your potential is limitless. By delegating and automating, you invest your precious resources in activities where you create the most value. Every hour spent on low-value tasks is an hour lost forever. Freeing yourself from these drains allows you to focus on what truly matters, accelerating both your productivity and personal growth. Remember, mastery of time isn't about doing more yourself. It's about getting more done by working smarter, not harder. Delegate, automate, focus on what truly counts. Time blocking. Many of us move through our days reacting to what comes first: emails, messages, meetings, without a clear structure. This reactive approach wastes energy and focus. Time blocking is a simple but powerful method to take control. It means reserving specific blocks of time for different types of work: deep focus, creativity, learning, and even rest. For example, you might block 8 to 10 in the morning for your most important work, when your mind is fresh. Then, you set aside another block for meetings or emails and another for learning or skill development. Even short breaks can be scheduled to recharge your mind. By assigning a purpose to each block, you reduce decision fatigue, eliminate distractions, and ensure that every part of your day has value. Time blocking also respects your natural energy cycles. Some people are most productive in the morning, creative in the afternoon, and reflective in the evening. By aligning tasks with your energy levels, you maximize efficiency and produce better results. It also creates a rhythm and structure in life, which reduces stress and keeps your day intentional. When you use time blocking, you stop being a servant to your schedule. Instead, your schedule serves you. Every hour has meaning, every task has priority, and your time starts to feel like a tool for progress, rather than a chaotic river you are trying to swim in. Remember, unplanned time is wasted time. By blocking your hours thoughtfully, you make space for what matters most, protect your focus, and turn your day into a series of intentional, productive moments. Review and reflect. Time management doesn't end when a day or week passes. It continues with reflection. Reviewing and reflecting is the practice of looking back at how you spent your time and understanding what worked, what didn't, and how you can improve. Without this step, even the best plans can fail to bring lasting results. At the end of each week, take a quiet moment to ask yourself, which tasks brought me closer to my goals? Which activities wasted my energy? Where could I have been more focused? Honest answers to these questions are the key to refining your approach. Reflection turns mistakes into lessons and small wins into motivation. This process is not about judgment or guilt. It's about learning and growth. When you track your time and evaluate your habits, you begin to notice patterns. Maybe certain distractions always eat away your mornings, or perhaps some techniques help you complete deep work faster. These insights allow you to adjust your schedule, prioritize better, and eliminate unnecessary effort. Reviewing and reflecting also builds self-awareness. You begin to understand how you work best, when your energy is highest, and what truly matters in your life. Over time, this practice transforms your weeks into purposeful blocks of productivity and your months into meaningful progress toward your dreams. Remember, time mastery is a journey, not a one-time effort. By regularly reviewing and reflecting, you take control of your life, learn from every experience, and continuously improve your system, turning every week into a stepping stone toward success. Continuous learning. Time spent wisely is never wasted, especially when it's invested in learning and personal growth. Continuous learning means dedicating yourself to gaining new skills, knowledge, and experiences that build over years. It is one of the most powerful ways to make your time work for you because learning compounds. Small efforts today can produce massive results in the future. Think about it like planting a tree. Each hour you spend learning is like watering a seed. It may seem small at first, but over months and years it grows into a strong tree that bears fruits again and again. Whether it's improving your professional skills, learning a new language, or reading books that expand your mind, every bit of knowledge adds to your future success. Continuous learning also keeps your mind active and adaptable. In a world that changes fast, the ability to learn continuously ensures you stay ahead, solve problems creatively, and make better decisions. It prevents stagnation, builds confidence, and opens doors that you didn't even know existed. Remember, learning is an investment, not a cost. Unlike time wasted on distractions, knowledge gained stays with you forever and multiplies your potential. The more you learn today, the more options and opportunities you will have tomorrow. Make learning a habit, and over time, it becomes the most valuable use of your time. Balance matters. Mastering your time is not just about getting more work done. True time mastery means creating a life where all important areas, work, relationships, health, and joy, receive the attention they deserve. Focusing only on work or productivity may make you efficient, but it can leave your life feeling empty and unfulfilled. Balance is about understanding that your time is finite and distributing it wisely. Spending hours working without rest may bring short-term results, but over time, it can harm your health, strain relationships, and drain your happiness. Similarly, spending all your time on leisure or distractions may feel good now, but won't lead to long-term growth or fulfillment. When you consciously allocate time to your health, exercise, and proper sleep, your body and mind stay strong. When you nurture relationships with family and friends, you build a support system that adds meaning and joy to life. And when you dedicate time to hobbies or personal passions, you recharge your creativity and motivation. Balance ensures that no single aspect of life suffers while another thrives. Remember, time is not just a tool for achievement. It's a medium for a full and meaningful life. By creating balance, you make your time sustainable, your efforts more effective, and your life truly enjoyable. Mastery of time is not just about doing more, it's about living better. Legacy of time. Time is the most precious gift we have, yet it is also the one thing we can never get back. True mastery of time is not just about completing tasks, meeting deadlines, or being productive. It is about living each moment with intention, purpose, and awareness so that at the end of your life, you leave behind something meaningful, not regrets. Every choice you make with your time creates your legacy. How you spend your days, the relationships you nurture, the knowledge you share, the impact you make, all of these define the story of your life. Someone who wastes time on trivial distractions may achieve temporary comfort, but in the long run, they may feel unfulfilled. On the other hand, a person who invests time in learning, growth, love, and contribution leaves a lasting mark that continues beyond their lifetime. Living intentionally means asking yourself every day, am I spending my time on what truly matters? Will this action create value for myself and others? When you answer honestly and act accordingly, your life becomes a series of meaningful moments. Even small acts of kindness, learning, or creation compound over time into a powerful legacy. Remember, time is limited, but its impact can be limitless. True mastery of time is not measured by how busy you were, but by how deeply your life touched others, how much growth you achieved, and how few regrets you carried. Live with intention, protect your time, and focus on what matters most. This is how you turn every moment into a legacy worth leaving. Remember, time is the most valuable resource you will ever have. Every second you spend is a part of your life, and how you use it will define your future. The principles we've discussed, clarity of purpose, focus, discipline, energy management, and all 18 steps are not just tips. They are a roadmap to living intentionally, achieving your goals, and leaving a meaningful legacy. If you found these insights valuable, don't keep them to yourself. Like this video, share it with someone who needs it, and comment below your biggest takeaway. Your feedback inspires us and helps others discover the power of mastering their time. And if you want more life-changing audiobook summaries, subscribe to our channel Bite-Size Book English and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. Remember, mastery of time begins with a single choice: to take control today. And thank you for listening.